Hey everyone, I'm Jessica, and today I was going through my collection and looking for some solo games or something that I could play that was kind of holiday, wintry, something themed, and I realized there weren't that many options. But I did find a few, and I wanted to go through those and hopefully get some of these played during December, which is the month it is right now. No guarantees that's what it is right now where you are, but hey, let's go. So the first one that came up that I found that was very Christmassy is Dice Throne, and this is Santa versus Krampus. Now, Dice Throne on its own is not a solo game. However, Dice Throne Adventures is a solo. It can be played solo, a dungeon crawl where you can be any of these characters. There's Marvel characters, there's season 1, season 2, more on the way, I'm sure. But that one, I actually said, let me see if I can take Santa on a little journey. So I am planning on getting that one to the table. It's a really cool thing. I really should do a video on Dice Throne Adventures itself. I've played through it once solo. It is an awesome campaign style thing where you get rewards as you go. There is a D20 roll for loot as you are going through. Most of the time, that's just going to be standard stuff, nothing too interesting. But if you get lucky, and I did once, you actually pick up different cards to add to your deck, and some of those are actually holographic foil type cards that are really cool and really powerful. I added a couple of those to my deck during play. Whoa, it totally changed things up, and it was a lot of fun. And with this Santa versus Krampus deal, there are some more things included that I can add to Dice Throne Adventures to make it a little bit more holiday-ish, what have you. So that one is definitely a nice holiday-themed thing. Other things, and here's a fun story before I get into these. Advent calendars. Most of us probably know what they are. When I was a kid, we never had any. That was the one thing I always wanted. We had a ton of stuff though, so I didn't complain. But all my life I said, why did I never get an advent calendar? Everybody else had one that I knew, but not me. So a couple weeks ago I asked my parents, what happened? Why was I deprived as a child of these advent calendars? Their response, what's an advent calendar? All right then. Mystery solved. So this year, I actually received 2 gifts that are advent calendars, and I am having the time of my life. I literally am. I am so excited. I yelled the first day that I got to do them. I was like, I have advent calendars. So one of those, grab it up here. This one is the Advent-ure calendar. And this is from Black Oak Workshop. This is a dice calendar. And let me see if I can show you how this kind of folds on out to reveal an awesome calendar. And it's a witch's brew. That's the theme of this one. So there are dice, if you can hear that. There are at least 31 in here. I've been promised, according to the label. And I am actually going to open up today's just to show you a sample die. There should be about 4 sets included in this. And by the way, when I say today's die, you don't know what number I'm opening up. I have to double check the date to make sure I'm doing it right. But let's see what I got for today as a sample one. Oh, that's cool. It's a D8. And it's got a little cauldron on it, and it's nice and green. And these are really, I like the Advent ones. These are a little bit bigger than standard size dice, and I love giant dice. So I have been opening one of these every day. I expect to have roughly 4 sets by the end of this, and maybe something more. I don't know what else is in there. I'm excited, and even if it is just 4 sets of dice, I'll take it. There's a lot of cool ones in there. And this one, does this have sparkles? It's a little sparkly. It's a little hard to see. Some of the other sets are a little more sparkly and neat, but I love that green. It matches perfectly with the cauldron. Totally using that. So let me just secure my brand new die in there. Let's get this off to the side. You know when I'm moving that. You can hear it. And then the coolest thing probably. Everything here is cool, but what I am super, super excited about, and I have Ed to thank for this. He sent this to me, and I don't think he realizes how perfect this was. That's right. What have I been working on? The Exit Advent Calendar. And this one is the Hunt for the Golden Book. There are a couple of them out there, and I hope they continue to do them. This is really cool. Like, really cool. Rather than getting a little gift every day, though, as you do with most Advent calendars, you get a puzzle that you get to solve. And I don't want to reveal anything in here. I like shaking it. We'll say maybe there's a puzzle that has to do with that, but I don't know. But each day you have a puzzle. You'll have a little storyline that goes along with it. You open up a door, and they're not numbered. You have to actually find your way through this whole maze of doors and figure out which one is the next day's. And there's a different puzzle inside there. So I haven't played through the whole thing yet, so I can't say if it's amazing or not. I am loving it, though. I'm probably around, at this point, roughly halfway through. And every day is different. Every day is fun. Some puzzles, obviously, are going to work better or worse, maybe. I'm having a blast, though. And yes, I'm doing it solo because I don't really have anybody who's this excited. My husband was kind of excited about it, but he's like, you didn't have an Advent calendar your entire life. Like, you're going to have a lot more fun. Just do it. So that's what I'm doing. And there's a nice help guide that goes along with it too. So if you get stuck, there are kind of tiered clues that will actually let you know if you are on the right track or kind of help you along a little bit, plus the full solution. So I am using that just to double check and make sure that I got it right. So I've needed some help along the way, but that's fine. Not a problem. Let me see if I can grab a couple things in here. And again, this is not to reveal anything or anything. This is just on a random number, but there's a decoder table. So every day you're going to figure out a different code. I don't even know if I have, this was like slapped back and forth, so who knows? But then on the opposite side, you have directions from your current door to show you where the next one is. And if it matches that pattern in the middle, then you are correct. Or also, the help book or guide is there too. So that's what I've been doing. That's really all the holiday themed things that I have, which is interesting because I figured there might be more. I don't think anybody needs to hear me talk about Expedition Northwest Passage again, but that one's perfect for winter. And there are some other games out there that I have random expansion packs for that kind of fit in. I think Nemo's War has a Holidays on the High Seas expansion. Renegade has one, I think, called Christmas at the Hack Shack, which is because that one is all about kind of hacking into a network. It's close, but not quite. But I enjoy the holidays and just playing solo games. And this is also the time when I sometimes play not as many solo games because I'm playing with other people. This holiday season, though, there's definitely some more solo gaming going on, and maybe I can convince family members to get back into board games. That, I don't think so, but I'll try. So feel free to share if you have any holiday-themed games in your collection that you are playing around this time of year, just to bring some cheer and coziness and maybe some interesting exit puzzles, because I really am having a grand old time with that Advent calendar. So thank you again, Ed. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and take care. Bye.